The way we respond to certain things, people, and circumstances depends highly upon the ways we have observed and learned from other people. When parents see their child acting in an unusual manner, saying and doing things that he doesn't normally do, what do the parents ask? Where did you learn that from? That's right. We all learn to behave and respond to certain things by modeling the people around us, the people we surround ourselves with the most. When you face a bad experience or a challenging situation, your mind unconsciously searches for a way to respond to that based on what you have observed and learned up till now. That is why it is so important to flood yourself with optimistic and empowering stories and examples of people who made it through. People who made the best of their lives out of their worst experiences, who learned from their past to make a great future. We must develop some basic understanding of how our mind works so that we are able to condition it in a way that serves in our favor and not against us. Many people unconsciously sabotage themselves by surrounding themselves with sad music, depressing movies, and people who themselves are sad, unmotivated, frustrated, and who have a negative outlook on life. The mind picks up those messages from the sad lyrics and movies and models the behaviors of those sad, angry, and frustrated people. Our mind constantly searches for examples to follow, and if we constantly surround ourselves by negative, lazy, and unmotivated people, our minds will be drawn to model that. But when we surround ourselves with positive examples and stories of inspiring people, our mind will gradually begin to model that, and over a period of time, our outlook on life, the choices that we make, and the path that we take will be greatly influenced by that. It's going to have a drastic impact on how we experience life in the long run. Fortunately, in this age of technology, you don't have to sweat too much over finding positive people to surround yourself with. You can create a virtual environment around yourself by indulging in positive forms of media, whether it be through inspiring YouTube videos, podcasts, or books on personal development. Inspiring stories have a huge impact on our unconscious mind. We tend to pick a lot of things when we indulge ourselves in a good story. That is the reason some of the best therapists in the world used storytelling to heal and treat people. The Holy Scriptures also teach a lot of life lessons and wisdom through stories while also providing empowering models for our minds to follow. For this reason, I too sometimes use fables, stories, and personal experiences so that it is easier for you to pick up on the life lessons that are offered. So, if you find it difficult to get out of a negative state, consider following these 3 tips. Number 1. Start reading biographies or listen to interviews of inspiring and successful people. Number 2. Surround yourselves with positive people. Observe what positive people do differently than those who are miserable. Remember that being around positive people is better than being alone. And being alone is better than being around negative people. Number 3. Have some interaction with children and observe how quickly they are able to shift their state from sad to happy, and how easily they are able to move on. How they keep finding excuses to be happy and excited about the smallest of things. The moment you start to focus on these innocent, playful little souls, you will notice your state of mind shifting immediately for the better. Just remember that we too used to be like those playful children who are curious to explore life and find it very easy to move on. It's still a part of us, just hidden somewhere beneath all the fluff of life that we have accumulated as we grew up, and we can be like that once again. We just have to believe that we can. So let your inner curious child unleash and begin to experience life from a whole new place.